Jomo, I'm sure you heard the news today that Geely acquired Proton, right?
Wait, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. 1 minute.
Do you think it's good for Proton? Eventually, it's good for a country
For Geely
to acquire Proton?
It can be good, but it depends very much on what Geely has in mind. Geely has had a lot of problems exporting out of China, and it also has problems. Chinese solar panel producers, for example, cannot get into the US market. They have difficulty getting into other Western markets as well. So eventually, it is possible that if the circumstances are correct, that Geely might use Proton as a platform to penetrate Western markets. So it will force Proton to become much more internationally competitive. Something which has been tried but has failed for the last more than 3 decades. But you know, a lot depends on the deal. A lot depends on the deal. Nobody knows the details. You know, just Geely taking over doesn't mean very much one way or the other. It can be abused. It can be asset stripping. Many things can happen. We just don't know the details. So just having a lot of deals doesn't mean anything. But one of the big problems Malaysia is facing is that, you know, more and more of the economy, especially the industrial sector, is being owned by foreigners. There's hardly anything Malaysians own, you know. And why? What for? You know. So the result has been that Malaysia has become deindustrialized. You know, the role of the manufacturing sector has shrunk very early. You know. It has not really grown since the late 1990s, for about 2 decades. And the number of people has also declined. And this basically, so people say, you know, that, oh, we are going to become a services-based economy. What services are we going to be exporting? You know, what services are we going to be producing? So, and ultimately, what is the benefit to Malaysia? What is the benefit to Malaysians? You know, because most of the time we attract these people, we give them tax-free, so they don't pay any taxes, they don't do anything. They are treated better than Malaysians investors themselves. So this is a big problem for us, you know, a very big problem for the future of the country. Where is growth going to come from? Where is development going to come from? So I'm very concerned about the future of the country because of what has been happening with the industrial sector. And of course, what will happen with Proton is a problem, is part of the problem. And the way people are negotiating now, they're just desperate to complete deals as quickly as possible. The negotiators very often have very poorly specified objectives, because the objectives are not being done based on, you know, a feasibility study about what is possible. It is very often based on what a politician who knows very little about the subject thinks might be desirable. Sometimes the motivation may be even personal, just to spite Tun Mahathir, for example, or you know, things like that can also happen. I'm not saying that that is what has happened in this case, but these things are possible given the way decision making is made. You don't have a decision which is being made on very serious professional considerations.